what's up, everyone? How you doing? It is Coach K, and we are here for one other episode of cryptocurrency. So let's get started right away, and we'll get done. So if you're watching here from YouTube, welcome, and I hope that you are here. I don't know what's going on here. All right. So let's see who's here and watching live on Facebook or YouTube. If you're here, guys, do say hello. How's it going, David? How's it going, Tristan, Peter, Pete, and anyone else watching? Do not forget to comment. Commenting will give you a chance to win. The audio was rough, really? Oh, that's weird. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll work on figuring that out. Probably just hit my. No, it should be fine. Audio's rough. Really? Yeti is not working. Hello, can you hear me now, Tristan? Not too sure why. That's really odd. I can always try another microphone. 1 second here. Yeti microphone, okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Jude, how's it going? Alright, so the microphone is sounding normal now, hopefully. That's really weird. Okay, perfect. Nice to see you, Jude. Nice to see everyone. It's great. Hi, Chris. And what we're going to do is just go quickly over some news at the start of this episode. So if you're going to watch it, click on the like. Don't forget to wait to the end. You can ask all the questions you'd like about which coins. I'm going to show you some setups that were over the weekend. I showed you some that failed, some that actually hit, why they failed, why they hit. And so you guys can have an educational session about why what's happening is happening. Have I tried to turn it on and off again? Is it still an issue? If it is, guys, I actually have two mics, so I can always use the other one if the sound quality is still not working well. So that's cool. Now, Max Keiser, let's jump right in. Max Keiser is basically saying that the central bank, it's needing to use Bitcoin because they have these trillions and trillions of dollars, $150 trillion of debt nationally. Globally, the whole world is in debt with each other. Almost like we should have one of those Fight Club type of scenes where we reset the whole entire world, because it seems that we have, it seems that this debt is never going to get repaid. So what's the point of having it at all? And then we have Bitcoin, of course, this will save us. So I'm not going to go into it. So all the stuff like these fundamental articles, they'll be in the description of the video. So don't feel shy to go and jump in there. All right, so this was an interesting one. No, thank you. Okay, so Abra's crypto wallet was basically taken off the U.S. citizens, but not all of them. There are still Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash that are fully okay. As we know from Coinbase Commerce, those will be good. But they're not happy with EOS, Omnisci Go, BitShares, Bitcoin Gold, Quantum, and SNT. So those ones, if you have them, you're going to have to basically get out and not use them anymore. It's really nice to see you over there, Raquel, and Eric. Great to see you over here. All right, moving on. We have this really cool app. So if you guys don't have the app, get it on your phone. It basically rewards you with Bitcoin. So really cool app. You just get it, and it rewards you 3 to 5% in Bitcoin from your online purchases. So you can buy it in the app, you can go online, etc. Pretty cool stuff. I love Bitcoin. This could be like them giving you back, and then in 10 years, all the money you spend is actually the same. So that's really nice, and it's something that, you can definitely do. If you're watching this, you can also share this with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, smash up them likes, and comment as much as possible. As the only way you guys really can help me on YouTube is by commenting a lot and help yourselves, because we do have free months. I'm going to have my crypto course, which is coming out. We'll be giving away those, and my trading course is nearly done. So I'll be recording that soon, because I've been basically grinding every single day getting that done. So that's really awesome. So now the whole idea of what's going on with this video today is what's going on with Bakkt, right? So is it a market correction of 2019? Is this normal? Or are we going to go lower? First question. And second question, if Bakkt does come online in this quarter, third quarter, will this obviously change the script? Now, that would probably be in September, I would assume. It wouldn't be any time sooner than that, maybe even October. But that kind of coincides with when I thought that we'd really see movement in the market in the first place. I didn't think we would have this massive run-up, to be completely honest. I was thinking 10K by the end of the year, maybe 20, but this is a very good thing. Now, what's what's going on? Why can't you guys see? Can everyone see what's going on here? I feel like there's some bad video settings or something's going off. Okay. Sorry, I was seeing some really weird stuff there on my computer. All right. Now, with Bakkt, what's happening here is really interesting. We have a Q3 launch. They're waiting for the New York Department of Financial Services to basically give them the green light. If it's approved, obviously it'll be one of the biggest quality custodians out there, and obviously this changes the game because now your mom, your grandpa, everyone very easily can go and buy cryptocurrencies, which should definitely spring-load us into oblivion. Okay? Now, something I think all of you guys should be doing, I don't know why you haven't yet, this is a free trading competition from SnapX. I did a video on it before, so you guys can look at it. They have a $600,000 USDT competition. The first one, the demo one, starts on August 9th to the 22nd. There's a link below. Sign up. You can be part of $27,000 on the first demo without even putting any of your own money in. And as little as $50, you can take part in the Ultra Grand Prix prize pool, which does have first place for team competitions and individual competitions for ROE and profit, as well as, if you guys join the links, you can join my team, and we could win potentially $100,000, and we can sub-pool the teams as well, so you can have a few teams within your guys' own. But so click on that link. I'll help you guys get set up. It's really easy to use. Definitely check it out. It's something that aggregates all of the different cryptocurrencies from Huobi, Binance, BitMEX, and Bitfinex all together so that you can actually get the best market price all the time. It's kind of nice, and it does have leverage trading on the platform. You can do up to, I believe, it's 100x. So there's some things that are really cool about it. Whereas, and you can do 100x on all the trading pairs that they have. So just check that out. Click on that link below. There's another one as well for FTX, which is a really cool exchange. They have the shitcoin index, so check that one out. Now, if you're on YouTube, guys, I'm looking for those comments. I don't see very many. Now is your time to shine. Ask me any question you would like at this point about any coin. I'm going to go over quite a few that I talked about on the live feed on Friday and what I thought would happen with Bitcoin, and let's just check it out. So when I was on Friday, we were looking at this, and I drew two scenarios, okay? And almost both of them played out at this point. I said that we likely are going to go into this zone. And it was really funny because we literally popped right up into that zone. And then I thought, okay, I longed into this zone. Oh, this is my sell zone, so I'm going to short. And I shorted, and boom, it went right into that zone. But then I rebought it here at like 94.50. And the scam wick knocked me out. So, unfortunately, that scam wick was not good because I'd be still in a pretty good spot right now, even though it would only be up like $20, $30 it's better than getting scam wicked out, but that happens. Peter Davidson's asking, what do I think about Pundy? Pundy's having a rough go. Let's put it that way, all right? Okay, so we have AGI, OMG, OAX, and WOW. Okay, we'll get those done as well. Let me just show you some of these ones of the setups that I was showing you guys last week. Here's what, for Bitcoin, let me just go over what the scenario is really quickly. Bitcoin is either going to do two things, obviously go up or down, but here's what I predict it very likely will do. We're going to see if this doesn't hold, this area, if we don't actually see it push up and break through 9,700, this area of resistance now, we're likely going to see us come back down into this zone. So the first area is 8,800 where I have my buys, and we'll go all the way down to 8,500. And like I showed you before, but I'll show you really quickly again, that 72.85 area would be my third buy zone. So let's just draw a quick one over there as well, so you can all see the areas that I'd be looking to buy in, which would be between 75, this fractal level right here, 75 and 73 would be the next buy area. So these are the areas that I'm looking to buy. So just keep those eyes open for those areas, and you can always rewatch this and check out and find where they are. Okay, so that's what you should be looking for. If we do break through this area, I expect we'll get into this zone again, that 10,100, 10,300 zone, and we're going to range or we're going to drop down. And I'm leaning much more right now because we keep failing to drop down. ICX1 chain, okay, I'll get to that for sure. Okay, so quickly let's go over some of the calls made last week. I'm going to show you my fails and my wins. First, let's talk about Nano. So Nano, I showed that it had gone a run up really nicely, and I was expecting it to come and retrace to not only to the 0236, which is exactly what I said. It bounced right off that. It ended up catching up. The Tenkan caught up, and then what happened? We started on our next run up. So we had a nice 10% gain over the weekend, and it's looking like it's kind of bouncing off the 382 to go into that 0618. That's going to be an interesting spot for it. Do I see that 1,019 Bitcoin move on Binance last night at 9,500? I didn't. It's hard to say what time that was. Weekends is a little bit busy for me, so that might be why I didn't see it. Neil, what's up? How you doing? And G, great to have you over here. Lynn, always a pleasure. And Andre and Sonny, what's up, man? My boy Sonny over there up in UK. How's it going, bro? All right, so APBC was another one I was looking at. I was telling you guys it was already kind of run up a little bit, so I didn't go in. But as we can see, it completed that edge to edge, which was a really nice trade. And I'll show you what happened with the trade that I was telling you guys I'm going to go in. That didn't work. Your ideas are appealing to me. I would like to subscribe to your newsletter. Okay, Vincent only. You can find me, guys, at Coach K Crypto on Telegram and on Twitter. Just hit me up anytime. You can also message me on Facebook, but I don't normally get to them as fast, okay? All right, so APBC looked really good, and it had a nice move. DNT was another one we were looking at. It didn't really get there, but it's having a TK cross in the 4 hour. If it goes into the cloud and the Chiku span kind of gets a little bit higher, we'll be good. Myth, it's been following very nicely this trade that I had thrown in. So we got in here at this candle at the bottom, and we've had it move. It hasn't gone all the way, but it's still on its way up, so that's pretty good. GXS, not really moving yet. RLC, nothing happened with that. I mean, these weren't ones that I got in, so we're just looking. Doc, I'm still looking for it to cross above this level over here at 96. Rec did have a little bit of life, but not enough. QLC, it moved. It definitely moved, but it didn't move enough. So we got in around this candle right here. So it must have been this candle right here. And we were looking for it to come up, but it kind of failed, which is okay. If you'd got in on that, that's still going to make you a nice few percent. So you could have been all right. And then AST didn't do much. HC, this one failed. And I know why it failed now because I looked back and I looked and saw what happened. Here we were calling it right there on this bullish engulfing, which was a 3 inside up. So it was really bullish for you to get in this trade. But what happened was our Chiku span was below these candlesticks. And because it was below these candlesticks, they made it a little bit more risky. And because of that, it actually did miss. And so that happened. Bybit or BitMEX, Joel? I use BitMEX, Stefan, but I'm looking to go into FTX now more often. I like their exchange. It has things that they're going to improve over time, but I just like the way they've set it up and how easy it is to like buy into indexes and things like that. It seems really, really nice. So Hypercash, it failed, and Nulls also failed, which was, again, similar reasons. I thought this was enough when we got into Nulls on the weekend, but then I realized that this wasn't higher than this. It wasn't higher than these fractal levels, really. It was kind of on the fence. And that was where my mistake was on that trade. So we stopped out of that one. Again, nothing huge. We only stopped out with minus 4%. We were going to go for 4.48. So it was a good risk to reward ratio. If it didn't hit, then that's okay. Now, Phantom, that was one that if you're watching, this was going up on Monday. And I said, we're probably going to test the top of the cloud or this 50% retrace area. And it's exactly what we did. And it's been actually going far, far beyond my expectations. I did say it could get up to the 1414 or the 1618, and it's definitely gone and done a full nice movement. So that's why this was set at the bottom over here. So we would have got in and made 3.37R. So that would have canceled out the trade, and it did cancel out the trade for nulls if you were in it. And then Ethereum, it was bouncing off the top, didn't have enough in it. And this was like kind of the gem this weekend, OAX. So we had gotten down here. And I don't know why, it went explosive. So it crossed in over here, and we had a nice move. So we got in, and, you know, it did 3.27. So what I want you guys to understand is, I went in on 5 trades this weekend, right? And I had 2 of those trades, 3 of them hit. I had my BTC hit a couple times and lost. I had 2 losses from the coins I showed you, HC and nulls. And then I had these 2 wins, right? These 2 wins made it so it didn't matter that I even lost 2 more trades. I still would have been in profit. So this is why you do the R. You look at R. If you do a 3.27 R twice, right? That means you can lose like 4 trades and still be in profit. So it's all about winning more than you lose or setting up yourself to win enough that you won't lose profit. So it's really important to have that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to go into some of you guys' calls right now. ICX, WanChain, AGI, OMG, and OAX. I just went over, so that's one is done. Hi, Joel. What happened with nulls? I'll look at nulls again. Cent will pop if I'm not mistaken. Cent kind of did pop. I don't know if we can check it, honestly, Andre. Oh, it does have it on here. Okay, so Cent BTC. It's only on Hit BTC. Not an exchange I really like, but they have some really bullish news around it. It has done a Tenkan test, and it's starting to move back up. It could go further. It's just one of those coins where I didn't even really know why. It just got really big hype online. Let's try to find a swing low down here, swing high up here. So we're seeing that 50% on the Kijinsen right there. We tested this Tenkan the Tenkan-sen, and now we're kind of we tested this as well, the 0.382. Will we go up to this level again and test this higher high? Let's see. I'm not sure. Cent has gone up way too much for me to enter in this trade at this point. And even though the Kijin's not too far away, I'm still not comfortable with a coin that's gone up 400% in 6 days to enter at all. EOS, you want to know? No problem. Henry says, Binance is going to be restricted for the US starting September. What exchange do you trade on? Henry, I'm not from the US, but I will tell you what exchanges to look out for. Nash Exchange is going live very soon, and Nash Exchange, unlike Binance US, is actually approved in every single US state. You won't have as many options to trade for all the coins that you like, but this is why Binance DEX is getting super populated. What they'll be able to do, and what I expect to happen with this, is that Binance DEX will have many of the shit coins that we all love to trade, and what we'll do is we'll be able to use those coins on the DEX because you can use a VPN like Windscribe and your phone being Trust Wallet, and you can go and trade on the DEX still. You won't be able to trade from Binance CEX or regular Binance.com, but their DEX will be available if you want to trade some of the coins that maybe you have and hold that may not be available in the United States. Okay, so that's really what you know. All right. Okay, so here we go. AGI. I'm gonna go on that quickly. It was definitely a good buy, Andre. If you were in it, you won. You won the clown right there. Wow. AGI had a huge movement. Man, we were in this on the trading bot, and I believe we got out, but wow, I didn't even notice it did that. So we were in, I think we did like a edge to edge with it. So that was only 15%. It just far exceeded the expectations. But look what we have here. Exit, a close above the cloud, and a retest. You look for the retest to get back in always, and you would have done a 60%. Now that looks very manipulating to me, so don't think that's normal. Nice to see you, Richard, on here, but don't think that's normal, guys. So Pundi, let's do NPXS. It's the one I told you, actually. I was saying that, guys, at 5 sats, buy it. It goes to 7, it's 40%. So it did that. It went from 5 to 40 many times already since I clued you guys into that, which is awesome. Look for buying it at 5 cents and selling it at 6. Remember, 5 sats selling at 6. So we're talking at 21% to 40% gains on a quick flip. It also has right here a bright future kind of starting. So if you get in now, if it drops down again at 5 sats, that might be a very good buy. All right, now, Stefan, I'll get to you in a second. Just going to do a couple more. OMG, this was a good one. Tristan, I saw your message in our group that we have. Guys, if you aren't in our group, just go to t.me Athena Education. So Athena Education, just like the channel on YouTube. If you're not there, join it, please. And subscribe. Click the bell. Click a like. And this is what I'm going to tell you. When we have something like this show up, where we have a bullish TK cross, yet it comes into the cloud, we have the bullish engulfing candle, we have the Chiku span all perfect, and then it fails and has these doji after doji after dojis, and now it's trading below the cloud, that's a stay away. That's a stay away. Don't worry, Travis. You can always watch it later or ask questions right now. Stay away from cloud entries when we're doing an edge to edge. When it goes and it does not get there, and we see the resistance right here from the fractal level, we see what we call here a tweezer top. So we have a green to red, and it like looks like tweezers, little thingies that you pluck your nose with and stuff. And when you see that, it usually shines a little bit of a reversal. Then we broke below the Tenkin. We are sitting on the Kijinsen, so you have to wait to see if it bounces and has a strong movement like a bullish engulfing. But I actually generally stay away from coins that do this. When they go in the cloud and come back out, I stay away. Personal preference. All right, great to have you, Stefan. So the question is, maybe have a look at Nexo.io. Yeah, Nexo is a really good platform. You can also lend on that platform. It's been really a positive experience for most of my friends. I haven't used it personally, but I may use it at some point. But I'm scared to leave my BTC in and then take a loan. I might be a little bit less responsible with a loan. I like to kind of like, I'm not like a big credit card guy. I like to have my money, and I like to see it. And I like to do with something. I don't want to not think about something that I owe. But that's just me personally. I'm not a person who likes to have debt. Okay, it's being listed in the Binance DEX. Nice. Dividends are due to be calculated on August 5th. Expect a spike. Rank 88th on CoinMarketCap currently. Yeah, you know what? Nexo is really a pretty cool project. And I have several friends that actually use this. So what you can use Nexo for, you can use it to loan crypto, so you can collateralize it. So imagine you had taken a loan on 5 BTC at 4,000, and you took out 5 BTC, right, or 2.5 BTC, and then you just paid up back your loan right now. You would have made like a clean $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is. It would have been a nice little peace of mind, but it's a little bit risky. But they're overall only 8% per year per annum, so that's not very bad. Okay. Couple others that you guys asked for before I go home to the wife and kids. Let's go with ELF. All right, so what do we see here? We see a bearish TK cross. That we're in a sideways market here, as we can see. So ELF's kind of like trading in this box, which is not a bad thing, but it's not actually really moving at all. We're seeing it trade in this little box, and we don't use the wicks of these candles. We're in a really small zone here. The total zone for this is only about 10%. So you can make little 10%, 8%, 9% moves with that. It doesn't have a clear direction yet. So this is the only thing I'd find a little bit off. We have this one. We have this one. It tried to get in the cloud twice and didn't really do it. Here we have it. It closed in the cloud, but had a little bit of a wick. And we just had it turn into a bullish TK cross. That was crazy, right in front of our eyes. So we have a bullish TK cross right here. We had kind of that movement, but look where our Chiku span is. It's too low. It needs to get higher up here. If it gets higher up there, then we could maybe enter right here on this trade for about 10%, 8%. Might be okay. It's a little bit risky. The market's kind of shaky because what everyone's waiting for right now is the Tether Bitfinex stuff today. So if you're in the US and it's the morning, it'll be today at some point that the hearing for Tether and Bitfinex. And I think that's why we'll see a lot of sideways action for the next couple days. EOS, someone had asked. ARC on the 6-hour time frame. I'll take a look, Henry. EOS was asked, like I said before, I'll take this off. We had a very similar pattern here. So we broke out of the cloud. We closed. We broke back in. We broke above the cloud. We closed. We broke back in. Then we broke out of the cloud. But then we broke back in. And here's what you have to look. Again, we had this tweezer top right there, which shows us that it was, bearish. Usually a tweezer top leads to a reversal, and we see that it started to reverse. It's not really in a horrible spot EOS, but it went below the Tenkin, and it's seeming to go into the cloud right now if it closes in 50 minutes there. So it doesn't really look very good. It's still kind of sideways, but again, these are the ones that I avoid personally. ARC on the 6-hour time frame. Let's check it out. Yeah, sorry guys. I usually would use the 4-hour and I use 1 day and 4-hour. I do others on my own, but to keep things kind of more simple, I use the 4-hour with all you. All right, that's an interesting one. ARC is on the 4-hour. So ARC has done an edge to edge. We had the bullish TK cross. We had a bullish engulfing. I wouldn't have got in this one honestly on the 6-hour just because of this. I would have waited for this to close as a bullish engulfing, because we didn't have a TK cross there. So I would have been maybe iffy, but at the same time saying that I may have got in there because this did actually cross in to that area, so that would have been okay. And then we did the edge to edge, and we'll probably come, and if we come out of here, we'll wait for that. If we break above here, right there, wait for the retest here on the top of the cloud, and we'll see where that goes. On the 4 hour, let's see what ARC looks like. We have our Kijinsen right here, so look for it to try to come back to the Kijinsen, that red line right here. And if it comes back, we still have a bright future, so it might come back and then move on upwards, okay? Quickly, before I go, one more. Who had HEI, OMG, ICX and OneChain. Sorry, Jude. Sorry for making you wait. Didn't see that. Okay, so ICX and OneChain will be my last ones. So ICX, again, another one that did an edge to edge. We had a nice trade here. Bullish TK cross. Didn't really show anything. I wouldn't even got in this one, honestly, because the TK cross happened late. It wasn't a bullish engulfing candle. Our Chiku span was good. We were already in the cloud at that point, and we started to expand away. So you could have gotten in on this candle right there, but that would have been a little bit of a high risk for 3%. Not a really good opportunity in that one, so I would have avoided it. ICX-wise, I mean, let's draw another box. It's super sideways for quite some time now. You can see that by the fractal levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all in the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're really in a sideways pattern right now. It doesn't have a clear direction. So I would wait to see for if you like ICX to see it break out of this box area right here and really show some movement to the upside as a trend. OneChain, last one quickly. Okay, ADA, fine. ADA is a good one. All right, so another one that had a very nice move. So we had the bullish TK cross. The Chiku span was well above. We had a bullish engulfing candle. So you would have gotten right here. You would look for this right here to get in on that candle right there when it closed, and you would look to set your stop at the Kijinsen right there, maybe a little bit lower at the bottom of the cloud or below the cloud, and looking to get to the top. As we see, it's a 2.57 R trade. It's very good. Anything above 1.5 R is good. It's good enough for me. And then generally you can let a trailing stop carry you until it drops. So this one could have trailed all the way up to 20% and turned into a 4-hour trade. And then what else you can do is when you're managing the trade, not a lot of people do this, but as this comes up, you can manage your trade and move your stop loss up with the Kijin. So you can move it all the way here. So your stop loss would be there, and you would have made a nice profit. So that's a way to do it. And it's a really effective way. And then when you get to the point, you could have still been in this trade, and now it looks like it's bounced off the top of the cloud, and it might continue on up. So OneChain could continue up. It's not a guarantee. And before I go, last one, Cardano's had some really nice movements as well. Let me just delete this. What was the one that had a double? Oh, Bitcoin. I'll show you guys that one more thing before I go as well. All right. Whoa. Sorry about that. There we go. ADA's completed a very nice edge to edge. I know, Tristan, you saw that. So we had the bullish TK cross here. We were not anywhere in an entry zone until we broke out here, which we had a Tenkan breakout. I would have gotten right there. That would have been a good entry point because the Chiku span was above. Maybe it wasn't. Let's check. No, Chiku span wouldn't have been above. So you would have had to wait probably to this close right there. Yeah, you'd have to wait till this close right there to be above. So you should have only got in on the 4-hour if you're looking at it for that. Wouldn't have been worth it for me. But at the same time, if you're you might have been able to find it on another time frame. I don't know which one you were using, Tristan. So this would have been a nicer trade. This was a really nice trade for ADA. You could still get in technically. So we had a bullish TK cross. Could have waited till here and got in. It's not as nice. Obviously, you want it to kind of be at the top, but here's a reason why you would get in right here. We have a bullish TK cross, and then we have a Tenkan Kijin breakout. So it breaks through and closes above both. So you would have gotten here if you saw that, and you'd be up 8% or currently up 5%. And if we're using 10x on BitMEX, that's good. You don't have to be greedy. There was an inverted head and shoulders breakout. Was there? What do we see here? Yes. Yeah, I see what you're looking at here. Inverted hit. Where's my drawing tools? Where's my drawing tools? Sorry. Talking about 1, 2, 3, or 3. Trying to see. I'm on the 6 hour. I don't know what you were looking at, but it does look like on the 6 hour it might have been something like this. 1, 2, 3. And we broke out. I would see that too. So yeah, that's another reason to get in. So several reasons. Perfect. Or even a break outside the rectangle. Yep. If you did a box, you could have done that. Very good calls. Yep. You could have gone outside the box rectangle here. If we would have put it at the bottom of the wicks, you could have even gotten a little earlier than that. So it's also an opportunity for sure. So lots of plays that you could have got in there. Right? There's inverted. Now you can see it a lot clearer here. I think this was the actual shoulder right there. Inverted head and shoulders, and then we waited for that breakout, and then it wanted to retest the 10 pin, but it didn't do that. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I will see you all soon. It's Coach K. If you have anything that you would like, guys, do comment on this video. If there's any crypto that you would like me to go over, comment on the video. I want to show you one last thing, really quick here, and that's this. If we hit the bottom, this is a gigantic if. Look what we had here that I noticed today. Now this is kind of not really a double bottom because it's a wick, but we have bottom 1, bottom 2. They're about 2 weeks apart. And in crypto, that's a lot longer than traditional markets, saying it has to be a month or two. I would say that could be a double bottom, but I am not saying it's a double bottom. Just something that I also noticed that I wanted to point out to everyone before I left. Okay, so that's everything, guys. I hope you have a great day. Mondays are always the fun days, as I like to call them. Do check out the Ferrum interview I did with Ian Friend today. That is coming out in 2 days. Join the SnapX competition. And do subscribe, like, and share this video. I will see you all soon. It's Coach K signing out. Have yourselves a wonderful day.